Hello, welcome to Awful Block. I'm so excited to be kicking us off with what might be the worst game of all time, according to some people. First and foremost, I need to check on something. I think I know the answer to this, but Satan, where did the screen size end up?
Is there a surprise $3,000 donation for another size?
No, we've got 20% coming up for
Okay,
you.
so I need to take one moment to set this up. We're just gonna load into the game here so I can set the screen size properly, and then we'll get the run going.
Those of you in the back in person might want to scooch a little closer to the screens.
All right, so let's see. You said not 80, not 60, not 40. Yeah, that's the stuff. All right. So one other piece of prep we got to do here is we're going to go to options. We're going to start on easy mode. Did you know this game had difficulty selection? All right, let's do a countdown in 3, 2, 1. Go! All right. Welcome to Superman 64, a misunderstood gem of the N64 collection. So, welcome to Lex's virtual world. We are gonna try and rescue our friends and stop Lex Luthor and Brainiac. If you have problems with the screen right now, you donated for this. I don't know what to tell you. So this game is made up of two different types of missions. There are the flight missions, which are more infamously known for the ring missions. If you were looking forward to the rings, I'm sorry. We gave them all to Rocket League this week, so we don't have any left. So at this point, we are just going to fly from mission to mission, take care of the tasks that Lex has given us, and then we're going to try and save our friends and stop villains at various locations. So next up, we are headed to, I can't even remember what the route is. We have a compass in the corner. It tells me where to go. Oh, the police car.
It kind of tells you.
Yeah. It kind of tells you where to go.
So we have to rescue the police here.
Yeah, we have to bring a police car past a whole bunch of rocket launchers, you know. Lex was very creative at the beginning. He runs out of inspiration by the end of the game.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope you're ready for a lot of tornadoes.
I hope you're ready for so many tornadoes. Nope, gotta pick it up.
That's not a good
Oh,
sign.
that's good. Okay.
Okay.
So, for this run, I am planning on donating $5 every time we see a Lex on the screen, or I have to reset a level. If I play better than I expect, I will just do $25 instead. Coming up next, we have our first mission where we actually fight Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows are a one-hit kill for the most part. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to try and fight them. Sometimes they're friends, and they fight each other. So that makes Superman's life even easier.
Wow, yeah.
And then the last thing to know is Superman does not have his powers in this world. He has to collect tokens to get his powers, and then he can use them until he runs out of the token, which is actually important to the routing because sometimes we need to route picking them up, and we need to be very conservative with them sometimes because if you lose them, there just are no more and you have to reset the level. So if you can see the token power up right here, you know, those 4 pixels right there, we're gonna fly right into that. Great. We're gonna stop here, and everyone knows that to stop a tornado, you just blow cold air on it. Oh, that one's getting away from me.
It's how it feels to chew a certain type of gum.
So yeah, I hope you enjoy tornadoes. There's gonna be a lot of them this run. In a good route, you can get all 3 from the same spot. This is not a good route. So do we want to talk about what 20% actually does to the game?
Yeah, so 20%, each screen size increases the frame rate of the game because at 100%, the tornadoes that Brad just blew out took about, 20-ish seconds to blow out each one.
Yeah.
And they are persistent in running away. And each screen size gets it faster and faster. So 20% is great. And also you can see just how much of the screen he can actually see.
Yeah, so basically, full size is super slow. 80 is just as slow as full size, but a little bit smaller. 40% is what's used for world record, and nobody plays on 20%.
So there was our first instance of the corner clip. So when Superman goes to take off in a corner, if you point him away from the wall and then back into the wall, he just goes right outside. It's a trick that I actually found, and it changed the routing of this game significantly because you got to abandon a lot of the bonk off the ceiling clips. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to freeze 2 bombs to save this dam. So there's bomb number 1. Oh, that's bad.
Oh, yeah.
That's not good at all. Oh, all right. There's going to be $5 because I'm going to have to reset this one.
What happened?
All right, so here's that corner clip again. Whoop. And we're out. So what happened was I got hit by the Mind Dropper while using the Frost Breath, and then you just can't stop.
Wow, I've never seen that.
I can't stop reading these incredible donations. Do you want to
go
feel?
for it.
Yeah, go ahead and do one.
Okay, I've got $64 from Harmon Mute, who says donating $64 from Superman64. On behalf of the entire community, blow those tornadoes away, take out some dark shadows, and watch out for crab monsters.
Wow,
You
no
gotta
way.
be kidding me.
Oh my god.
All right, third time's the charm.
Well, I think we're going to get to see Superman tilt some more, maybe in the air. You know, a little Superman tilt.
Go ahead with another donation if you got one.
Will do. I've got $25 from Linzer Lou, who says, thrilled to be cheering you on tonight from the back couch. Huge congratulations on your first AGDQ run. You're going to crush it. I hope you're enjoying that 20% screen. We all are, trust me.
All right, we're gonna wait for the Mind Dropper to go by so he doesn't get me a third time. There we go. That's what we actually wanted to see.
So we'll be going from here to the next room to get the next bomb, and then that's it for this mission. Well, you'll see here the original Out of Bounds clip. It's significantly less reliable than the corner clip that Brad did a little bit ago.
All right, there we go.
Mission 1 complete.
So we're back on the move. Also, I was so excited about getting this run started, I forgot to mention, hi, I'm BradHarmar. On my couch, I have...
I'm Kiddblur.
I'm HungryEd.
They are two members of my community who have watched me play this game for 3 years. Don't ask me why they stuck around. I don't know why I stuck around either. So now we get to see Mind Droppers. Mind Droppers are always on a fixed pattern. We can look for them in the same place every time. And as long as you're pretty quick, you can find them and throw them off their course, and that'll finish the mission. Those show up an awful lot in the mini missions too. I've played this game so many hours, so I know exactly where to find them. And if you ever cut off their path, they turn around, and then I don't know where to find them, which at 20%, they're not particularly big on the screen to relocate. All right, so this is one of our only auto-scrollers in the game. We have to wait for this skateboarding child. Lex was real creative at the start of the game.
Yep.
So we're gonna knock these dark shadows out. Go around the corner, take out one more. Hope you can see them, all 3 pixels.
All right.
And then once we get to this point, we're just gonna do a lag reduction strat. We're just gonna have Superman go up and tilt the camera so that way the buildings don't show up on screen and the game runs at as fast as it can. So at this point, Satan, you've got about a minute. Go ahead and fire off some donations.
Yes, the donations are loving this run. I've got $50 from Hupfen, who says, I'm beginning to think this man is not as super as originally advertised. I don't know, that angle of him is real flattering.
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna
I
say
enjoy
that.
it.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best, Will Ferrell. I've got $5 from Josh Bott, who says, what is this? Superman 64 for ants? Incredible. We've also got $25 from Jazzy, who says, Alpha Block is best block, but you know what would take it to an 11? Horse tilt. Love this run every year. Yeah. And I'm so happy that I can finally be here in person. Hype. We've also got $50 from Lady Harmar, who says, attending my first GDQ event in person, check. Sitting on the back couch with some awesome rocket horses, check. Supporting my amazing husband while he plays arguably the worst game ever made in front of a live audience at AGDQ, check. Brad, I'm so incredibly proud of you for your patience and dedication to learning this game inside and out. Have an amazing run. Shout out to Kiddblur and HungryEd for the commentary. Go Brad and go Soups.
That's my wife.
That's the vibes.
So coming up, we have the LexCorp, and basically it's just a giant rich man's tower. We call it Bezos Tower in Brad Splits, for obvious reasons. So what Brad really does, I'm not going to claim any credit, is we fly over to an elevator and we skip basically all of the puzzles that are on that ground floor by just Supermaning our way through it and Kool-Aid. Well, it's really Kool-Aid manning our way through it.
We Kool-Aid man a lot in this run.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a door in this mission that truly is optional. Yeah. You can just walk right through it.
Yep.
It says locked right above it.
It says locked. It's not locked.
This is one of the laggiest mini missions in the game. We've got to pick up these 3 mine droppers and throw them.
Yeah, this is the only lag. I don't know what you're talking about. Perfect. All right, so yeah, now we're going to head to LexCorp, and we are going to work on breaking into a locked office. I will warn you, at the end of this mission, there are going to be 5 quick flashes because Superman has to read 5 notes, and because we're playing on 20%, the screen will go from very dark to very bright 5 times, and then it's over. So you might just want to close your eyes once we get through that door if you're sensitive to those kind of things.
We'll warn you about it.
Yeah, you can really see this game's not very consistent with what gets scaled and what doesn't. So like the health bar does not, when there's a timer it doesn't, but the compass does, and the notes.
And
there we go.
All right, so we've got that flashing light warning coming up.
All right.
10 seconds.
So we are going to fly to the other end of this room. We're not going to look at Lex or Brainiac. We're just going to land here, go to Lex's desk, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, like other side. 5.
All right,
and Superman doesn't care about properties, so
we read the note.
Boom.
Superman jumps out the window, and what you can't see just off screen is Lex Luthor is also there and also jumps out the window.
All right, there's a terrible mission coming up. So this mission has you fight 3 mine droppers and 2 dark shadows, and the dark shadows have rocket launchers, and the rocket launchers might be the best programmed thing in this game because they never give up. The rockets will follow you as far as they can until they hit other collision. So this mission is a huge kill point when you're trying to do PB attempts because it just it will not give up when you're. Oh, I'm being thrown around by mines. Interesting. Those rockets will not give up. I actually took the dark shadows out very quickly, which is nice. And now we have to try and find the other mine droppers because, again, they're all in fixed locations, but depending on how fast you are doing the route, they may or may not be in the places you expect them to be. Come on.
As you imagine, at 20%, they're very easy to find.
Yeah, so there's 2 little optimizations there that you might have seen Brad do. When he's trying to drop quickly, it's way slower to actually fly down than it is to just hit the stop flying button and then start flying again after you fall very, very quickly. And the other one is, in order to grab something, you fly up to it, quickly release the fly button, and then push it again. So that's why you'll see sometimes we miss, because it's a really tight window to be able to stop flying, grab, and start flying again.
All right.
So we've got another super boring tornado blowing, so we could probably get some more donations.
We're actually going to talk about Warehouse first.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Warehouse is actually like, it's a very short mission, if done incorrectly like we do it. So the original goal is you go through and there's multiple levels and you kind of find your way and
you're supposed to rescue Lois Lane. Did you know Lois Lane is in this game?
Lois Lane is actually in this game. We just never see her. And we just go and fight Metallo. But the fun part about Metallo is that Metallo is supposed to have a like a text box that pops up, and then if you never have that pop up, then Metallo just doesn't fight back. We just took out the cardboard box that was
the most villainous villain in all of Metropolis, the cardboard box that blocks this lady from walking.
Yeah.
If it's in her way, she can't do anything. This is an auto-scroller as well, so Satan, more donations.
Yeah,
you can just keep going, because after this, we just help some kids ride skateboards, so until we get to the warehouse, there's nothing to see.
I'm so thrilled to hear that, because we just met 750K! Let's go! Huge! And we were helped on that journey by a $1,000 anonymous donation. Thank you so much for your generosity. And that is helping our incentives get met. By the way, I just want to mention, chat, we have several incentives open up right now. Coming up next is Inspector Gadget's Crazy Maze. And we're going to want to watch those cutscenes for that, right? We only have about $2,000 left to go on that, so we can get that. And we're only about $500 away to upgrade to 100% for Durango Wonko. So, chat, you have been doing incredible on those. Thank you so much. We've got $29.32 from Speed of Dark 8, who says, sending world record vibes from the back couch. There's no time to waste. And we've also got another $100 from Lady Harmar, but I promise there's a reason. Good luck on your run, Brad. Thank you for volunteering your time and talent to such a great cause. Let's work to prevent cancer one donation at a time. Love, Grandpa and Jackie.
Aww.
So sweet. And yeah, all of these donations go straight to PCF, an incredible cause. Preventing cancer is so important to me. I did research cancer for a while, and I'm still somewhat working adjacent to it, so the cause is just so close to my heart, and it's close to so many other people's hearts. The games are awful, but the cause is great.
You still got more time. Keep going.
Oh, I will. I've got $7 from Cass, who says $1 for every pixel on screen. Yep. And I've got $25 from Brosensha, who says, FYI, Brad, your camera on the stream is literally larger than the game.
Perfect.
So good.
This is the vanity session we were hoping for.
We've got $5 from Taters, who says, Superman looks so small, he should get some Pittsburgh-style French fries to go big and strong.
All right, you can do one or two more.
Yes, absolutely. We've got $25 from Kona Rican, who says, I think something's wrong with my TV. It looks like Superman 64, I think, but there's no rings. Where did the rings go? In all seriousness, Alpha Block is the best block. Shout out to moms, as mine is currently watching while sick. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom, to everybody's mom.
Shout out to moms.
All right, so here's the previously mentioned warehouse. So once again, we're going to do that corner clip. We're going to go to this corner right here, right left, out of bounds already.
And if we do it right, then we basically arrive straight.
Everybody say hi to Mirror Superman.
Hi, Mirror Superman.
There he goes.
And then we fight a lifeless guy.
All right, a totally fair fight.
Yeah, you'll see that it's kind of a recurring pattern in this run. There's a lot of enemies that, because we skip a trigger that starts their AI, they just stand there and take it.
Superman wins. All right. So we are back on the move. So they mentioned the rings. So the reason why there aren't any rings is because we're playing on easy. When you play on easy difficulty, the rings just do not exist. But there's an interesting quirk to this game. The second to last mission is only accessible on normal or harder, and the last mission is only available on Superman mode, the hardest difficulty. So we're gonna have to do a little workaround to get to those levels when the time comes. Oh boy, we got it.
Okay, yeah. So if you enter the Superman symbols from above, you can sometimes get this great 2-pixel version of Superman here. There we go.
So
that's 2.
There we go. Yeah,
I can't believe you did it.
Wow. That was honestly impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, there were times where Superman was so small he didn't actually show up on screen.
Sub-pixel Superman.
Sub-pixel Superman. I'm trying to remember what's next. This is why you have splits. I
think Hostages is next?
Oh,
no, Mind Droppers. More Mind Droppers.
More.
Always more Mind Droppers. What's the next main mission coming up?
Dark Side.
Oh boy, yeah.
So
that's worth talking about.
You guys get to see the fun laggy garage, as if anything else in this game doesn't lag. Yeah. So, how do we even
It's
start?
kind of designed as a multi-level labyrinth. So we've got a bomb on one level. We've got Jimmy that we'll have to rescue, and we've got to get our power-ups so that
we have to punch a car out of the way so we can get our card.
Yeah, so we can get the card. Oh yeah, here's Hostages. So remember how I said the Dark Shadows are a one-hit kill? Except in this mission, they're 2. So you hit them, they just walk wherever. Sometimes they pick good patterns, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they go flying really high into the air. It's anyone's guess. They were very nice this time. Thank those Dark Shadows. They did a great job.
And fun fact, that airplane's hitbox is just a giant rectangle. You can't fly under it.
This game is so good.
It really is actually quite fun. I just started running it this week to learn to help out with commentary, and it's Stockholm Syndrome. It's a lot of fun.
Such a fun speed run. If you want to do another donation, we've got a really big Mind Dropper mission coming up here, and there's not a lot to see other than just me trying to find all 3 pixels of them.
Okay, sounds good. I've got $64 from Teddy, who says, there's no time to waste. Whoosh, ding, ding, ding. Zzz, zzz. Lex wins.
Yeah, if you have a Lex wins emote, just drop it in chat.
Yep.
We want to see him. Do I have time for more or no?
Yeah, do another one.
Great. I've got $35 from Cat Connell, who says, I love Awful Block. I always have a lot of laughs watching those speedruns. Now, hold on. I need to get my magnifying glass to watch the Superman 64 speedrun.
Yeah, so now we are headed to the parking garage. The mission here is to bring Darkseid to the cop car at the front of the level. This is the most well-programmed level in the game because it actually has multiple checks to try and get through.
Yep.
So we need to rescue Jimmy. We need to defuse a bomb.
We get to listen to Jimmy scream help at us.
Do you want the people to amplify Jimmy's message?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So when we when we Kool-Aid Man through the wall to rescue Jimmy, I need everyone in chat or everyone here to scream help. Oh, except we might have to do a restart because I lost my. All right, there's 3.
Woo! Yeah, as soon as he Kool-Aid Man through the brick wall, we'll give you a heads up. Scream help at a very high-pitched voice.
And it will probably still be lower than Jimmy's voice.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
ready?
Here we go.
And
All right. So Jimmy told us that we need to go get the card from Lex Luthor's car to stop the robots that are holding him hostage. I told you, Lex started to run out of creativity by the end. So one of the things that makes this run a little bit difficult is you might have noticed every time we're going out of bounds, all the skyboxes are just black void. So you really have to learn your landmarks when you're out of bounds because otherwise you just lose track of the level, especially when it's only this big. So we're going to Kool-Aid Man again, and we're going to find Lex's car over here.
that perfect lag, yeah.
And the annoying thing about going out of bounds is that there is a camera kill plane that varies from level to level. So sometimes if you go an inch or 2 out of bounds, it just completely kills the level and you have to reset. That's kind of what we saw Brad have to do there.
Yeah.
And then we're coming up on the Dark Side fight, who is supposed to, fight, quote unquote. He's supposed to.
So fair.
He's supposed to walk up to you and tell you about how you're a bad person. But instead, what we do is we just kill him before he even tells us anything. So we're never a bad person.
That's called conflict resolution, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Jimmy just told us about the bomb. This level is very big and very maze-like, but they put all of the important components just one on top of another on the 3 levels, so you can just go out of bounds, jump between the floors of the garage, and you're at the thing. So that was the Jimmy room, and there's the bomb right there in the room above him.
It makes you wonder if the developers were building this with no clip on.
I'm gonna make sure I don't go in bounds.
Say, yeah.
This room is mean.
So we're going to use our Frost Breath to
a little
disarm the
too
bomb
far.
again.
I was going to say,
There we
Rule
go.
of thumb, anytime you see us pick up the Cold Breath token, that means we have a bomb to freeze.
Or a tornado.
Or a tornado.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take care of this Dark Shadow, and here's Dark Side. We had to do all those things to make him show up.
we're going to fight fair.
Yep, we're gonna fight fair. He's gonna come over and threaten us, and we're gonna hit him with heat vision until he collapses. Oh, he actually got to talk to
got
me.
there. Oh.
He was one hit away. All right.
Okay.
So now we need to take him back to that cop car at the front. All
Except
right.
the cop car is actually
And
on the
then-
floor above us.
There we go. We took him to the cop car. Did you see the cop car?
Also, I just noticed that was the garage level, but we entered from the roof of a skyscraper.
Yeah, I've wondered that too. Why are we in the parking garage in the basement if we fly in through the top?
It's all made up.
It's all made up. Okay.
This is a great chance for,
Yeah, so
for more donations.
This is the last real good donation read part because after this, we're going to really, really get into the meat of the end gaming.
Oh, I've got so many. I've got $25 from the Sphinx who says, Superman, your weakness isn't kryptonite, it's a 3x3 resolution. Good luck on the run, Brad. Thanks for running this horrible masterpiece. And I've got $25 from House 932 who says, oh, I see what you're doing. With that few pixels, everything is pixel perfect. Yeah. And I've got $100 from Crowd who says, here's hoping Superman gets good math tubes at the crab race.
Yes.
And I've got $20 from Figgle, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, 21, who says, $5 for every day I rented this game from Blockbuster on a Friday night and regretted my decision. Love this for this block.
All right.
Should we start to explain Star Lab?
Yeah, we should probably get into it.
Yeah, so Starlab is basically like, how do we even? Okay, so you have to get down, talk to Hamilton, and then you have to fight Parasite, quote unquote.
Quote unquote. Yeah.
But we really just ignore all of the boss fights except for Metallo, who is basically lifeless.
Yeah.
And then we turn off some computers, and then suddenly Hamilton is now free. But we get to like come up underneath Hamilton, which is actually much more fun.
Yeah.
And then Hamilton never knows any better and just says, all right, everything's great.
Yeah, so Hamilton's like, you need to turn off 3 computers. There are 4 in the level, and all the computers in the level are just computer. So no matter which one you interact with, it advances you closer to the end. So we're going to try and do 1 computer, 2 computer, and then 3 and 4 at the same time to finish the level early. So if you see a cutscene with a submarine, I did a bad job.
Yep.
If you see a cutscene with Hamilton, I did a good job. All right, and we also get to see the old Out of Bounds again.
Yep.
So this is the original Out of Bounds trick and what made this run so much harder back in the day.
Nice.
First try.
Yeah, there you go. He's got to do that one more time, and hopefully it's a first try. But yeah, so this was that was the original way that people were getting out of bounds, and it was way less reliable than just walking up to a corner and flying at it.
We kind of diggled out of the ground there and
Yeah.
talked to Hamilton. 'Cause if we get back in
All right.
bounds, we're trapped in that room.
We're going to try and get to do another first try because I hit that camera kill plane.
Perfect.
Then there's no time to waste.
First try every time.
Nope.
First try. First,
There we go.
First, second try every time.
Yeah, this level has a really aggressive camera kill plane. It's really easy to get stuck.
Also, there's no way to get out if you wind up in the room with Hamilton, so you really need to make sure you don't go too far into the room. All right, so we're going to fly across this little tunnel here. So here's computer 1. We're going to try and corner clip again to go back to the room where Parasite's hanging out. Oh, that was
And we get to
almost
see
it.
Parasite punching nothing most of the time. Hopefully he doesn't hit Superman, but he's... Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, so now we need to
Oh,
deactivate
he
these
actually
other
did hit him.
He
computers.
did hit me once. All right, there's
do one of
another
the outside
computer.
ones.
So there's
we can get
2,
4.
and
Oh.
That's okay.
that's okay. Yeah, so computer 4 is literally just right here. There we go. That's the cutscene we were hoping to see. It just saves the time because it doesn't play both cutscenes.
And then we get to diggle it out of the ground again.
All right.
Yeah. On to more. Oh no, this is time for last
we're-
game. isn't it?
Yeah, so now we get to go into normal mode after this, and start. nice headbanging into Hamilton there.
Yep.
You want to try to explain last game shenanigans, Ed?
Yeah. So, gosh, what are we going to do? Okay. So,
Do you need me to do it?
if you want to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the previews that show up right here, we're pretty sure this loads the level into memory. So when it tells you can't play on easy, it loads that level in. So when you switch to normal and hit the last game option, it just pulls you into the level loaded into memory, meaning you get to skip the ring flights. Also, now we're out of bounds again. That one's not even a corner clip. You can just stand parallel to that wall and you're out. This is a scary level. There's the skybox. There's a subway around here somewhere.
Yeah, this is the level with the most
There we go.
most long gaps of just no visible level, and then you have to hope that you have found the right angle.
Yeah, it's mostly vibes based.
All right, so we're gonna look for one text box.
There you
Yep,
go.
there's the first one.
Tunnels will be your grave.
Now we need to go back to the other text box right at the beginning of the level. So we're gonna not
Wow,
go in
what a
bounds.
save.
What a save!
I think you're just over it.
I'm just over it. We're gonna we're gonna use this because it'll be better to line myself up.
Yeah, so this little tunnel that Brad's in right now, by coming into it and then launching ourselves directly in line with it, that sets us up perfectly to get to the next place we've got to go.
This should at least be a good enough angle to get us close to the start of the level. I hope.
Yeah, otherwise there's just nothing else to guide yourself with. You have to line yourself up with
Yeah,
that.
perfect. All right, so that's the other text box we need to see. Those are the only 2 checks in this level. So we're gonna fly back to the main station platform and fight the Lexo suit. That is the actual name from the cartoon. I watched the cartoon to learn the lore of this game. Cartoon actually pretty good. This game does not represent the cartoon.
Yeah, definitely.
So here's the Lexo suit. We're gonna hope it doesn't suplex us. Oh, I
no.
knocked it down.
Oh, if you
I was going to warn you too. So we get to just watch him on the ground for about 10 seconds.
You
We
get to-
can't do any damage. The robot
There
gets
we go.
tied
There
off,
we go,
Superman
yeah.
doesn't.
And for those of you that don't know, this also has the if you don't fly into it, then he won't fall over. And then also fighting in this game, this is the best cutscene.
This is a cutscene.
It says Metropolis on that sign.
And there you go. And then there's the end of the level. But fighting in this game is basically just holding a button and punching, and that's the entire thing. So now we're going into the last mission, where you can only do this in Superman mode, and we have to collect 8 out of 12 pieces, vaguely. That's all we really know.
We're on Brainiac's spaceship now, so
Yeah.
we're building a computer to fight him or something. I don't know.
He tells us to get 12 pieces of computer. You only need 8.
But you need 8 specific ones, so this whole route is us flying to those very specific pieces to make this whole thing work.
And we also get to fight crabs, and we
Do
get
math.
to do math. And
And we get a Y2K bug for anyone who was alive in the year 2000.
Yeah, remember Y2K?
yeah, for any of you that are dusty enough to be alive in the, and aware, I guess, in 2000.
So this is the computer room. We touch the computer and it turns on the teleporters.
No, that one accesses the Thunderdome.
Oh, right. It's the next computer that does the teleporters.
So we're gonna... Oh, perfect.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
1, 2,
Got a line up our
3.
shot here.
All right, hopefully the tanks in this room are nice to us. They're not gonna be nice to us.
Spoiler alert.
Perfect.
Oh, haha.
That was
I got away from them before I
Nice.
could do anything. How many of you enjoyed Donkey Kong earlier? Excellent, because you know who else throws barrels? Superman.
these ones explode too.
Yep.
All right, so we need to blow up all of these teleporters with these barrels. The crabs will just keep spawning, so we want to try and do this as fast as possible while also picking up these pieces. Again, just all MacGuffins, but I don't know exactly what makes this level tick, but you have to do all of these things. If you don't do them, the level won't get completed.
Yeah, our current working assumption is that everything is text box bound, so everybody has to say something, and then they can start doing whatever the action is that they're supposed to do after that. Like Metallo is supposed to fight you, but doesn't. So that's our current working assumption, but we haven't, really gotten into why anything is happening.
Right, so here's our last barrel.
Blow up
Great.
more property damage. Perfect.
Yep.
What Superman is known for.
Yeah, Superman can't hurt humans in this game, but he'd sure do property damage.
It's a spaceship. It doesn't count.
All right,
This is
so
damage to rich people's property. It's
yeah,
fine.
this is the computer that turns on the teleporter. We're gonna head to the teleporter and go to a nearly identical room. Pick up some more computer pieces. Again, just
So you should have laser eyes now, right?
I
Yes.
think so.
Yeah, he should have laser eyes, so he's going to probably use them on the crabs later.
Yeah. So one of the oldest documented completions of this game was there was a TAS of Superman mode, and I watched it this past week in preparation and saw that they use a strat that disappeared. A lot of the first routing for this game came from that. The first run at GDQ was done by Headstrong. Shout out to Headstrong because she did a great job with this game. She was the world record holder before I took it from her. Oh, okay,
No,
we don't have
We don't
heat
have it
vision.
this time. Okay.
So we're gonna have to do fisticuffs with crabs. I'm sure that was on your bingo card for this event.
If you didn't have crab rave stuck in your head before, imagine it now.
There we go. All right.
The peak of evolution.
Here's our last piece of the computer. We're gonna go talk to Hamilton, who's gonna give us the 411 on this. Great. All right.
Gonna go to
So
this obvious computer.
this is a computer, as you can clearly tell. Oh. All right. It's
And then
time
we're
for the
going
math
down.
maze.
Oh, we're going down. Up math.
Up
rather.
math.
What's up, math?
Not much. What's up with you?
All right, I almost forgot the pattern. There are only 2 patterns in this room, so it's really easy to remember them once you know them. I do not know what the RNG that causes this room to spawn is. I just know the patterns to do things.
So we start this segment with a number, either 1800 or 2200, right?
Yep.
That's that math?
Yep.
And our goal is to go into these teleporters to either add or subtract 25 or 50. And our goal is to get to 2000 because 2000 is a scary number in 1998.
Yep.
And we get bug.
All right, so we've escaped. We've escaped from the math maze. Jimmy is going to warn us about something. I don't know. I've never read those text
Nope,
boxes.
too many.
Jimmy can die there, and then the run is basically defunct at that point. But luckily, he didn't.
Yeah, sometimes a crab will just follow you out of that room. Oh, no. Where are we? Okay, there we are.
Wow.
Okay.
That would be real bad. We are so close to the end of the game, and we would have to redo this whole mission. Okay, so we've got our last bit of instruction for this game. We need to get some bombs to blow up the spaceship. Superman's gonna win. He's gonna take care of everyone. We're gonna fight this crab.
Oh, we're gonna fight it anyway. All
Yeah,
right.
we're gonna fight it because I don't trust it.
That's fair. Never trust crabs.
The text box says some bombs. We actually only have to do one.
Okay, yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
when I said earlier that we're always frost breathing the bombs, that was a lie. We're actually not.
Yeah, we're actually gonna set us up the bomb this time. So,
Yeah, the text box has 3 bombs. We only care about 1.
yeah, we just care about this one because the game only checks for the last bomb, and it's right here next to the end of the game.
And then you do the logical thing, which is to heat vision it.
All
Eat it
right,
at the teleporter.
and time is coming up.
As soon as we fly through this.
And time!
Nice, dude.
All right, you can tell Superman wins because if you press the start button, it still tells you Superman wins. They told you twice. So at this point, This is the closing cutscene. There's usually text here, but it doesn't show up because we're at 20% and it renders as part of the game. So you just have to know that in the real world, Lex is still there. There he is.
There he is.
And also you get this great swaying motion the entire time.
So for all of you who rented this game from Blockbuster, had it as a kid, and never saw the end credits, here they are. Congrats. This run was for you. You get to see the end credits. So at this point, any shout-outs that you want to do?
I just want to shout out my wife, Amanda, and our 3-year-old son, Henry. Love you both.
I want to shout out my wife for putting up with me and letting me bug Brad all the time.
Yep, so I want to shout out my couch because they were wonderful. My lovely wife, Lady Harmar, who donated a couple times during this run. My brother, Harmamute, who also donated. Thank you to both of you. One Pint Too Many, important member of my community. He could not make it here. He did my hotfix run. He is also just enamored with this game. He loves it so much. My community, this is actually the end of the Rocket Horse block because my community is the Rocket Horses, and we had Rocket League, Horse Tilt, and now the Rocket Horse community. So this is the unofficial Rocket Horse block. I want to thank Conception for giving this run a chance at Hotfix because it really pushed me to grind for that world record, and now I have it. I want to thank Divine here because he taught me every reset gets you closer to a PB. And if you liked this run, if you are so happy with the way this run turned out, there is a wonderful shirt on the Yeti by Paper Beat Scissors. You should get that shirt because then you'll remember that you need to go into the virtual world to find your friends. Otherwise, like Kiddblur said, he worked on learning this run this past week. So I made a tutorial video for him. It's on the SRC page with some other resources. We'd be happy to have you in the community and help you learn how to do the run. Otherwise, stay safe out there, stay awful.
Thanks, everyone.